Now, I thought it was time for a dedicated men's bag video for all of the bags that I'm loving in 2024. Needless to say, anyone can buy these bags, but these are ones that are marketed for men, and generally these kinds of videos I don't do often just because I never really get the views for the amount of work that I put into them. But now that my analytics is telling me my channel is 50% women, 50% men viewing, I thought I've got to kind of equal up the playing field with the content. Now, every now and then when I do check the actual demographics of my YouTube channel, it's always been like 80% female, 20% men, or 30-70%. But now we are finally at 50-50, so what a better way to celebrate than men's bags for 2024. Now, a lot of these bags are things that I necessarily wouldn't personally wear just because they're not my style, but I still like them. Like if I saw someone wearing them, I'd be like, you rocking that bag. So that's why I have included all different kinds of things. Some I think are well priced for what they are. Some are more just based off aesthetics, but let's jump on in and maybe you might find yourself something you didn't even know existed. So you're welcome. But firstly, if you are new here, my name is Connor and I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Now, to start things off, we've got Loewe. Now, this bag from Loewe is a new one introduced into the men's collection this season, and it has sold out basically in all the places you'd be wanting to look, but I think it's something they're going to keep as like a regular style. It's called the flamenco satchel. Now, the flamenco bag with the women's line, it's one of Loewe's oldest styles of bags. It's kind of like the OG dumpling bag that's generally in like a Napa leather, and it's probably a synonymous design feature would be the little bits of rope that hang around the sides. They've included that aspect in this design of the bag to give it linkage to the name, but it's basically a kind of classic satchel style bag. These two are the two colors that they brought them out, both in suede. I am a bit of a sucker for the texture of suede. I know it's probably not the most practical material a bag can be in, but I think in this style bag, when it gets the watermarks on it, when it gets some wear on it, it'll kind of add to the overall look of it because it's a little bit grungy. But I just love the feeling of suede. I love suede shoes as well. It's just one of those things that I don't care about the practicality of it. I just love the material. And the two colors that they've done this in is like a camel color called tobacco and then like a dark olive green. I like that they've, of course, kept the knotted kind of flamenco tradition in that Napa leather on the sides, and I've also liked that while there is minimal branding on the bag, there is like a small Loewe like title embossed on the front. The strap is in the what's it called, like canvas material. Can I talk? We're not starting off well, guys. The strap has the Loewe written on it, so gives it a bit of that brandy kind of aspect to it. And then, yeah, great size bag as well, especially if it's something that you'd more want for work, or maybe you're the dad taking the kids out and you want a bag that you can put all their shit in there, like the bloody, what do they have, like bottles and nappies and dummies and, you know, all of that shit. So the bag, I think in width is 34 centimeters. So I'd guess pondering on, is that pondering? Pondering on the medium to large style bag. But I think it's a really cool kind of different style bag, but it's definitely got the masculine feel to it. And I can see exactly why this is sold out because of the things I've just mentioned before. So definitely a good little one to look out for. In terms of the inside, it is leather lined and it does have a zip pocket at the back, which we like that because sometimes I just want to put little things in the little zip pocket. But whilst we're on the topic of Loewe, this other bag isn't necessarily a new bag. It was originally, or it's still for sale, but in a larger size. But I think maybe 2 seasons ago now, they brought out the small version. And this is the QB crossbody in the men's range. It does come in like a smooth calf skin. I have felt this leather in person. It is not like a lambskin equivalent. It's got a bit more grit to it, like there is a very fine grain in there, but it doesn't feel very dainty like a lambskin would. So this bag is, I guess, a good puzzle bag alternative if the puzzle bag isn't your thing, but you're still wanting like a good crossbody bag. I personally like it in this grey colour. It does have a contrasting Loewe branded adjustable strap, so you can wear it crossbody, you can wear it over the shoulder, you can sling it sling it. You can sling it, I guess, over your back if you want to as well. And of course, it's very minimal in design. It does have the anagram logo patch thing on the side, and then it's got like a leather, what's it called, zipper pull, which you can remove. It's just one of those like devil's knot things that you can just undo if it's not your vibe. But I like the fresh kind of grey colour. And then in terms of the inside of the bag, I'm pretty sure it's pretty minimal. It's just like the herringbone kind of cotton linen interior. I don't think there's any pockets. Maybe there might be like a slip pocket on the other side. I just can't see it in the photo. I guess like what the puzzle bag has. But I think it's a great balance between minimal logos on the actual bag itself, and then you get the Loewe branding on the strap. I think it's a nice little touch. And it is the jacquard strap too that is on there. $2,450. Again, it's a really great price for said bag. The colors are a little bit limited at the moment. They've got it in black, which I don't mind the black. I just don't like the dark on the strap. I wish they did it like white writing or something. And then this hunter green color, which I like a nice green. I like really kind of jewel tone greens, like emeralds. This, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's my color blindness. I swear my dogs have shat a color like this before. And that's just an observation, not a criticism. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It reminds me of like Crayola paint green or something. But anyways, yeah, I like this bag, just not in the green. They also do have it in a larger size, which was like the OG version, which they do have it in a bit more a variety of colors. They do of course have it in the grey. They've also got it in the classic tan color, which is one of my favorite Loewe shades, and it's a great neutral. They've got it in like a darker chocolate brown, a black, and then like a deep navy. But I just feel like the size of that is a bit more travel hobo-y, whereas the smaller size is a bit more versatile for the everyday man. Now, alternatively, if you are wanting a similar kind of bag, but you're not heavily invested in Loewe, JW Anderson does have a very similar style bag, which would make sense because he is the creative director for Loewe, and this is his own brand. So you're going to get a similar sort of thing at a more approachable price point, I guess. So this is the JWA corner bag, and I like this suede version. Similar kind of like slouchy crossbody messenger bag. It does have adjustable strap, but it does have the synonymous little linkage knot thingy on the side there in the silver. I think it looks really great. It's saying €1,050, which I think would be about, what, like 1,300, 1,400 Australian dollars on the European version website at the moment. But again, it's very minimal branding, but it's a good kind of size bag. And I'm assuming there would be some quality with the JW Anderson name. I don't really know anyone with the JW Anderson bag except Dale, but she's a fucking pigeon, and it's like 3D printed, so I can't really attest to the quality from plastic. But I don't want to judge a book by a cover, but I will because it's me. So I'm judging this as a good looking bag. A great price point. They've got like lots of different sizes, some in like a smoother leather, some in the suede. So a good kind of price point, and dip your toes in the water if it's something that you're thinking about but not wanting to commit to the big old Loewe branding on the strap. Now the next brand is Ferragamo. So Ferragamo, I guess over the past year, have really put out a lot of new silhouettes of bags, especially in the men's collection. And they've really experimented like different leather types, different color schemes. And normally their bags are a lot more conservative and they're very basic, but they've really upped the ante with them. So I did find a few that were really cool and great price points for what they are. Now the first one is the Fiamma crossbody bag. I love this blue. Hello, like this blue is so me. It's very similar to my Loewe mini puzzle bum bag blue, like a very cyan kind of blue. And I think that this bag in this kind of pebbled calf skin is a great piece. It does also come in black and like a forest green as well, which is a really nice shade of green, better than that Loewe one. But I think the price point for this bag at $2,490 is a great buy. I like that the strap is, while some people don't like a canvas or like a nylon kind of strap, they feel like it devalues the bag. I think it works for this kind of bag. It's a casual, like, I don't know, more sporty or bag you kind of take out non-professionally. So I feel like it works on this bag. And I like the little clochette thing that's dangling down on the side. And I guess the overall shape of the bag, it is angled similar to like a saddle bag would be. So it gives it a bit more character. But I just think it's a very striking piece. And for the minimalist luxe man who just wants something with a pop of color, I think this is a great, great bag. Also from Ferragamo, they have this tote bag with cutout detailing. First of all, you know how I feel about lazy ass bag names. Like, there is not one it bag out there that did not have a proper name to it. So Ferragamo, Gucci, all of you serial offenders out there, come up with some creative names. But anyways, that aside, this tote bag I think is really cool. I like that it's, you know, got some character to it with the cutout. It reminds me of that Louis Vuitton bag. I think it was like, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it actually had a name. Like a sack plat looking thing, and it had a slip that you would put in, and there was like a hole in the canvas. This reminds me of that, but on this bag it is all leather, including the bits underneath the cut. So I think it's a great kind of talking piece, but it's still very casual under the radar because it's all black. And it would be a great bag for work if that's something you're looking for. $2,590, great price point, and it's just something with a bit of character. We don't really see that a lot with men's bags. A lot of them are very under the radar, which is fine. But this is just something that's got a bit more razzle dazzle to it. And yeah, in the black leather, I think it's a great buy and definitely a great price point. Now, mooching on over to Maison Margiela, they've got quite a few interesting bags out there. Every now and then they'll pop up and I'll have a look at them. None of them are really my style, but they're a stylish bag. Now, the 5AC range, which basically spells out sac, which is French for bag, they have lots of different renditions and lots of different kind of pieces in that collection that all have that signature Margiela little lines for where the label would be, which is like their main thing. But they have this soft 5AC drawstring bag, which I think is a great little casual kind of like sporty vibes bag. It does have like a nylon little pull thing on there, but the rest of it is in leather. It comes in 3 colors. They've got a gray, a black, and a merlot. Yeah, I think it's just a like casual chic little throw it on over sort of thing. It is like a what's it called, like a shoulder, or could be worn as crossbody, but I just think it has that kind of chic edge to it, and the nylon little thing gives it that not so serious vibe. But it's just a silhouette that men's bags don't really have a lot of, and if it is a really sporty casual bag, it's like an actual sports bag, and we both know we're not about that. So I think it's a cool one to look out for. Secondly, they also have a hobo style bag, which again, a hobo style bag is not something I could pull off, but I see a lot of guys pulling it off, and take my hat off to you, because if I wore a hobo bag, I would look like a hobo. But this one is the 5AC hobo medium, 2,615 Australian dollars. This is got a leather kind of base with the little Margiela white label thing on there, and then the rest of it is in like a textile. I think it's a canvas. But again, this bag just has a chic nature to it. Can be worn over the shoulder like most hobo bags are. It's just something that's a bit different. Again, it comes in 3 colors. They've got a light gray, which is like the bottom bit is grey, like in leather, and then the textile bit looks like a canvassy ecru colour, black and pewter. The pewter looks, is that navy? Because that's what it looks like to me. And then the kind of material bit looks almost denim-y. But again, just something different, something out there, and these price points I think are great for these kinds of bags. They remind me of like a very European kind of like chic, you know, just going to go get my croissant, something like that. But we don't see a lot of them, we don't hear about them, and I think they should get the praise that they deserve. Now next over to Prada. Look, I had a look at a lot of their bags. Again, a lot of nylon, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of very boring colors. But this recently released crochet belt bag I am obsessed with. It is in a raffia yarn, so I guess it's like not really raffia, but it basically looks like it, so who the hell cares. And it's a bum bag. I think this is such a fun kind of style of bag to put in the raffia. And of course it's got like a debossed, embossed, whatever you call it, who knows the difference between the two, Prada Milano little thing on the front, so it gives it that kind of depth to the bag. It breaks it up, and then it's got like a beigey natural color webbing strap. But I just think this is such a cool piece to put in raffia. It also does come in black, which I thought, oh, that's not going to look good. Then when I clicked on it, it looks really good. So yeah, I just think it's a great kind of little bum bag, sling bag to kind of put in said material. It's $2,650, which I think, again, a great price point for Prada, just in general, but for a kind of playful bag like this. But apart from that, I was not liking a lot from Prada. And last on the list would be this Dior bag, which I'm biased because I do own a version of this bag. It's the mini saddle messenger bag with flap. Again, why that name? But this bag, you guys all know, I have the black jacquard version that I purchased in Paris, and they are bringing out newer versions and color schemes of this bag. The latest rendition is the khaki Dior oblique version, which I love the kind of contrast of the kind of silvery buckle thing on the front with the jacquard and the leather. Again, not my first choice of color, but I like this color. Like, if someone's a warm toned kind of bag person, or clothes, which a lot of men's clothes are generally warmer neutral tones, this kind of green would suit that perfectly. Again, great value for money with this piece. You're getting the leather, the jacquard, and it's just a perfect combo. 3,100 Australian dollars. I'm pretty sure that's the same price as what it was when I bought it, but I got mine in Paris, so I got a bit of a cheeky discount. But I think this is a great bag, and I'm glad that Dior are investing more color schemes into it. It might be something that lands in their permanent collection, but I wore this bag yesterday actually, and every time I put it on, I just love it. It's such a carefree bag. So definitely getting an honorable mention from me, because it's a great buy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please let me know in the comments below, what are your top picks? Are there some bags that you know are coming out or have come out recently that you think I should be made aware of? Please pop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you as well on Instagram, on my account, theclosetbyconnor_, so please head over there and give it a follow. But thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very shortly in my next video.